That's sickening.
Is it
You
sickening?
played it. Shame on you. You wanted to see you should have ran against me, but you didn't.
Wait, did he really? Oh yes, he did. That you never intended to come true. And now look no job, spending your days bouncing between courtrooms, and guess who's sitting pretty in the mayor's seat? House, that's right. It happened. It's not a rumor, it's reality. So now our girl Tiffany is knee-deep in legal drama. A courtroom regular, and here's what we know. Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, a title she absolutely gave herself and insists on has landed herself in a big mess. She's in court, dodging accountability, and doing her best impression of a mime, constantly pleading the fifth. And all of this, that's right, a Freedom of Information Act. Demand tied to a specific date. The moment, right. The town meeting where she waved that paper around like it was the smoking gun. I got the evidence right here, she said. Receipts, proof, I'm handing it out. Y'all getting copies? Gone silent. Now it's all delay, distraction, and dodging. And let's be real, she's going out of her way to make sure no one ever sees that paper. That tells you everything, because if she really had the receipts, she would have dropped them like confetti. It screams loud and clear, those receipts never existed. I'm just saying.
I would like to make one amendment for the appropriation, and I will state.
So just to be clear, you're doing a superseding motion to your own motion?
Okay, superseding motion, all items read, but I would, I have great concerns because I don't, well, about the $6.8 million, it was appropriated, but I have great concerns about it coming. And I did ask several times about time frame via email, but I have not yet received it, which added to my concerns.
Look at this thing.
Hearing that it needs an appropriation, just to make sure that we're covered, I would remove the reduction of that from the revenue column, 6.8, and leave the 6.8 million in the budget. I would also add on the expense side $6.8 million worth of grant expenses.
Okay.
To because when you submit the grant, you have to submit the expenses, so that should also be reflected in the budget. So I would like to leave the 6.8 million in there, add a $6.8 million line item to account for the adjustment just made. So that was my superseding motion, is everything as read.
And now, that's wild. Y'all really had me out here beefing up security like I'm in an action movie. I've got Secret Service energy now, people trailing me like I'm the president. And guess what? That's because of you. Y'all stirred the pot so hard, and now I'm footing the bill. I'm exhausted. All this mess, all this drama, all based on straight-up lies. And then, I keep hearing the same line. I'm a single black woman. Okay, and then explain where Kamal was 2 years ago. Because if Kamal's been trying to separate for 4 years, how was she single just 2 years back? Run those numbers again. Girl, they are not mathing. Pull the CBA. Go through your own paperwork. I'm tired of having to defend myself to people who don't even have half the story. Back then, Kamal was probably her man, just in stealth mode. Probably told him, you can't be seen with me. You married. Then later it flipped to whatever. People already hate me. And you know what? She wasn't wrong. And House, take notes, sweetheart, because look around here. The mayor now. The tables turned. The whole lineup flipped. This one's gone. That one's out. It's a mess. And the only one still standing with Tiffany is Kamaland. That's only because he's one courtroom away from a jail cell himself. That's the glue now. That's their bond, not loyalty, just shared legal stress. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stuck watching this disaster play out like it's normal. I'm done with it. Tired, she keeps switching gears. Then, boom, it's monologue mode. She dodges, deflects, says, ask something else. Like, who made her queen of the meeting? And her little crew. The town blind, straight up looting, and the silence from her team. That's the loudest part. Not one of them flinches. She says something wild, and nobody bats an eye. That's not leadership. That's why y'all don't belong in those seats. And instead of a straight answer, Tiffany cuts in, you're out of line, trustee. That's her favorite move. Constantly, like she's hosting a solo podcast. But I've got receipts too. Don't think I don't. So go ahead, keep running your circus. But don't forget, while y'all clown around, real people's safety is on the line. People. But y'all are treating this like it's a reality show, and the public is paying the price. Disgusting, right? Look at him, no shame. You wanted to run against me? Well, you didn't. Or maybe you did. I don't even care anymore. Tiffany, let me give you one more little preview. Boom, there it is, your foot. Once again, right in your mouth. You said the words, and now they've come to life. 30 votes. 30. After all that mess, all that noise, all that the whole community is behind me energy. That's what you got. You had to set off fireworks just to fool yourself into thinking you had a shot. But you didn't, you don't. So just stop. You're not winning anything but your own downfall. Oh, snap, more foreshadowing. Tiffany, guess what? You were wrong again. That one had to hurt. He did win, but let me tell you what's not gonna happen. I'm not risking my life over your mess. Absolutely not. Seriously? It, and to the women just sitting there, watching this circus unfold like it's business as usual. Shame on you. I'm embarrassed for you. Y'all sit in silence like we're not real people, like we don't bleed, breathe, and live this every day. I'm a person first. She's a person too. She told y'all her name is Herman. That came from her, not me. Don't get it twisted. Mayor, take a good look. This is what I'm talking about. Her little squad speaks. You roll out the red carpet. Go ahead, take the mic, but let anyone else try to speak. Suddenly it's, oh, now you've got something to say. All right then, let's hear from Holmes. Go on, Holmes, say your piece. I'm sure it'll be neutral, polished, and shockingly biased. Anyone second that? No? Didn't think so. Carrie, on .now trustee, let me be real with you, cooting, or slashing maintenance. That's dangerous, like life or death dangerous. If emergency vehicles break down and we can't afford repairs, what happens when people call 911? You gonna wait for another town to send help? What about fire trucks? You gonna wait while homes burn down? You are playing with lives. In case anyone's not paying attention, let me remind you of this man right here. He backed everything Tiffany said. Every single time. No hesitation. No questions. Meanwhile, Brownia, the other loyal lapdog maybe, paused once or twice. Asked a question or two, but Holmes never. He was full steam ahead. And now, it kind of adds up. Tiffany had dirt on him. Serious stuff. Not one thing. Because the moment the public finds out our vehicles are dead and help's coming from 3 cities away, it's over. People could die. You think this is about votes? It's not. It's about public safety. That's it. I'm done. Oh, is she done? Good. Now let's talk about this sepia-toned energy Holmes brings. You ever notice that? Everything he says feels like an old photograph, faded, yellowed, like he's stuck in a time machine. Day sepia-tone leadership at its finest. So go ahead, call her out. Do your little performance. This was your big moment, right? But watch closely. Every single time Brittany tries to speak, Tiffany shuts it down. But we're the ones out of line. Make it make sense. But let's at least try to do better from now on. And one more thing, listen closely to when the trustee says, "That's just not true." Then take a breath, replay what was actually said. Because if this is all just manufactured drama for attention, then don't take the bait. Walk away. It was never supposed to be a fight. The goal was to expose the nonsense. That's it. Nothing more, just truth.